Hi, I'm Dave with LunaWeb, and I'm here to talk about social networking and the history of social networking. Before we can really talk about the history of it, we have to define it. And really, taking today's definition, social networking can be defined as the sharing of information, specific information, categorized information, by two or more computing devices. And given that definition, we can say that social networking really began back in the late 1970s. That was on bulletin board systems that were private networks where people would dial into a local number and exchange files, data, download, upload, etc. The commercial versions of those came out in the form of Prodigy and CompuServe, which are fee-based, and those ultimately became the original online services. There was some competition there by a company that later became known as America Online, which started a service called Quantum Link, or Q-Link, which was accessible through people with their Commodore 64s and Commodore 128s to dial up and exchange, have chat rooms, have bulletin boards, exchange files, etc. on a variety of topics. The internet's been around a long time by then. Not the web, but the internet. One of the protocols on the internet was called the NNTP, or the Network News Transfer Protocol Network, that facilitated this thing called Usenet, or news groups, where there were hundreds and thousands of groups, the specific groups from gardening, skydiving, archery, parenting, you name it. Different people with different those specific interests could join and share files and thoughts and get advice and whatnot and network together. And then along in the mid 90s, the early 90s rather, the web was launched, but it wasn't until the mid 90s that it really started becoming very popular, about 1995. And of course, then we had that's the World Wide Web, and the websites that have social networking. One of the earliest and still around today is Classmates, and of course, the common bond with Classmates is these people that went to school together. The web as we know it today, the social networking on the web that we know today, this current frenzy, this explosion of social networking sites really began in about 2003 with MySpace, which kind of led the way and has been the pioneer in the current realm of social networking websites. This current explosion is enabled by the fact that there are many more people than had ever been connected before to the web, to the internet. They have faster connections. There are better compression technologies out there, and we're almost reaching this point of ubiquitous access where you can get online practically anywhere. You're not tethered to a phone line anymore through the wall. You can get online on hotspots, and then also through your cellular carriers. All this is enabling this current explosion of social networking. I hope this information has been helpful for you, and thanks for listening.